All right, we are ready to go, ready to start this online challenge party. I really want to just sincerely welcome every single one of you guys on this line right now because, first of all, you're just taking a step towards something that can truly change your life. And I'm just always excited to share this information. I'm going to start off just by sharing a little bit about me. I'm going to share about the challenge. You're going to have an opportunity to hear some real stories from some real people and just really get a big overview of what this challenge is about. And I just want to encourage you that if any questions pop up along the way, if you have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, on your control panel, you do have an area where you can go ahead and type in a question, and I will definitely be checking those during the presentation because I want to make absolutely sure that you have any questions answered, that you really understand how the program works, why it works, things like that, and get any specific questions that you may have answered. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. I just wanted to start out by telling you guys a little bit about me just because I basically have about a 23-year background in health and fitness. Started teaching group exercise when I was in college and then moved more into the personal training arena. And since meeting my husband, this is my husband here, and we've been together about 12 years. And when I met him, he owned a very successful personal training company, 52 trainers on his staff, 6 different locations, and so when we came together, we were just very like-minded in the sense of health and fitness and wellness and just really taking your body to a level where you may not even think it's possible. So over the last year, we have been offering a transformation program locally where we offer our personal training classes. We only work with people in a group. We don't work with people one-on-one anymore. So we do these group classes that my husband completely designs, each of the programs, and they are just extremely effective. And what is really amazing about them is it's not just about taking people through a kick-butt workout. It is truly about getting people to see what potential they have within themselves. And I'll be sharing some stories a little bit later of a couple people that have been in our program and where they were when they started and where they are now. And, you know, what we're going to be talking about today is not about fitness or working out. I'll go ahead and put that out there right now before anybody decides to log off thinking this is going to be some hardcore workout program that you're going to have to do. But it is just amazing to be able to work with people on a day-to-day basis that are able to get their bodies in the type of shape and in the type of health that they probably never even thought was possible for themselves. So like I said, this is me, this is my husband, these are our amazing, amazing children. So we have a very busy household. We both work full-time in the health and fitness industry. Well, not full-time hours, but it is our full-time focus. And we found the Body by Vibe Challenge about a year ago. And when we found it, it was just after probably a 12-year search of finding some kind of nutritional component that we could offer our clients. Because as you may or may not know, really, when people are working out, 80% of their results are going to come from what they're putting in their body. You know, people can work out for 2, 3, 4 hours a day, which is crazy. That's not something you ever have to do to get results. But if you are not putting the right fuel in your body, then most of that workout is really not going to benefit you the way that you want it to. So we had always looked for some kind of simple nutritional component because before finding the challenge, the best thing that we could kind of really prescribe people as far as their nutrition goes was to eat 6 meals a day and make sure you're getting all of your nutrients. So you got to eat your chicken and your tuna and your fish and your brown rice and your brown pasta and your sweet potatoes and your vegetables. And it was this whole elaborate food setup that you had to have, and then, you know, God forbid you should have a job and actually have to leave the house. So that would mean that you would have to get all your Tupperware containers, you would have to pack all 6 meals, you know, make sure that they're equally proportioned as far as protein and carbohydrates and fiber and all this different kind of stuff, and it was very expensive. It was very time consuming, and for people living in the real world, we all have very busy lives. It just was not a realistic approach for most people. You know, it was maybe 2 to 3% of the people could actually stick to it, and they were just crazy hardcore anyway. But for most people in their busy lives, it just was not realistic. So when we found this challenge about a year ago, we immediately started using it for ourselves, first and foremost, and then for our clients, and it was just hands down the results that people were getting that were on the challenge and not on the challenge. There was no question that this challenge was the real deal. So I've basically been having our clients use it ever since, and of course, you know, beyond our clientele, I spend every single day sharing this challenge with people because I'm seeing what it's doing for people that are not even exercising at all, okay? I'm talking no exercise, nothing. I'm seeing what it's doing for their body, so we're going to talk a little bit more about how all of that works. So the first question that a lot of people ask is, what is this challenge? What is this thing that people are talking about? And I'll tell you first that this is actually the largest health and weight loss challenge there is right now, hands down, going on today. Last month alone, over 80,000 people joined this Body by Bye challenge, and every single month it has grown and grown over the last 2.5 years that this challenge has been out there to the public. Over 10 million pounds have been lost. It is doing amazing things for people. But basically what it comes down to is it is a 90-day transformation. Now, does everyone achieve their optimal goals in 90 days? Not necessarily, but we take it in 90-day bite-sized chunks. Because a lot of times people start some sort of program and, you know, because it just seems so long-term that they end up biting off more than they can chew. So to be able to just have the mindset of something that you're going to stick to for 90 days, it works. And it's a very realistic time frame where you can stick to it and you can also see dramatic results happen in that time. So it is an opportunity for you to improve your health, lose weight, and get fit. So no matter what your goals are, if you're somebody that needs to lose, you know, 40, 50, 60, 100 pounds, this challenge will work for you. If you're someone that maybe just wants to get rid of a little belly fat and, you know, find some abs under there, you know, maybe you have 10, 15 pounds to lose, this challenge is for you. If you're somebody who just wants to have energy, you know, wants to not have to drag themselves through the day, just to improve their overall health, to get nutrients in their body, this challenge is for you. It is very simple, it is fun, and it will actually save you money, which I really love about this program, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a few minutes. But how does it work? Basically, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to set a goal and you're going to select a kit. I will spend several minutes talking about the different kits that the challenge offers, but basically there is a kit for every single person according to your individual goal. And setting a goal is very important because otherwise you don't really know if you've reached it. So whether it's a certain amount of pounds you want to lose, or for some people it's a size that they want to get into that they haven't been into in a long time. For some people, it's just being able to have energy throughout the day. It varies for everybody, but it'll typically fall in a handful of categories, and we have a kit that will be able to accommodate whatever your goal is. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to track your results for 90 days. Visalis offers a way for you to do that. We offer, also on this team, we have a great customer support group that we have on Facebook that is absolutely amazing. There's over 500 people in that group right now, and it is just a tremendous resource for you to stay accountable, to get a ton of support, to get recipe ideas, to ask questions. It's just a really, really great place to go. And you can literally ask a question and within 10 minutes probably get 10 different people's responses. We have a great support network going on here. And that's important because so many times people start a program like this, and part of the reason why they fail is because they don't have the right support and accountability. So those are two things, two components that you absolutely want to have on any sort of goal program like this. The next thing you see here is you can actually enter to win. Now, I know it says $100,000 a year in prizes and vacations, which that alone is pretty incredible. But as of earlier this year, they actually changed that from $100,000 a year to $10 million a year in free product, in vacations, in prizes. They'll fly you out to Hollywood. You'll get a home makeover, a lot of fun stuff. But there's a ton of incentives for you to stay on this challenge. And ultimately, guys, you know, the real prize comes from you just having that satisfaction that you stuck to it, you got results, and ultimately you inspired other people along the way to do the same thing for themselves. So we're going to talk about the different kits in a minute. But before I go into that, I think it's really important that you guys understand what the whole basis of this challenge is about. It is based on these incredible meal replacement shakes that Visalis has designed. And unlike other shakes that you may have tried, like maybe Slim Fast or Carnation Instant Breakfast or maybe a whey protein shake or something like that, I will take a minute and explain the difference about why those products truly do not work if your goal is to lose weight and to burn fat and to really change and transform your body, okay? Before I get into that, I just want you to really understand the fact that in one of these shakes, okay, which taste amazing, there's literally hundreds of recipes. They call it the shake mix that tastes like cake mix for a reason. It tastes incredibly good. But bottom line, what this challenge is about ultimate nutrition. Because here's the deal. I'm about to really bust some myths out there that are in the weight loss and the whole, you know, industry of losing weight and losing and changing your body and things like that. Here's the deal. Most of the time when people start a diet is they think, well, I'm going to eat less, you know, I'm going to consume less calories, or I'm just going to eat, you know, more salads and fruits and veggies and all that kind of stuff. But here's the deal. Your body needs nutrients to function properly, okay? Our country is in a serious health crisis. I wouldn't even say epidemic. We are in a serious health crisis. And if you do any research, watch any documentaries, you will learn that most of the problems that we have in our health today in this country come down to the fact that our country eats like garbage. They literally become a human garbage can, okay? So what you need to understand is different, you know, now they want to kind of make everything a disease, but ultimately things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, Crohn's disease, you know, IBS, now obesity is a disease. You know, it's gone from being something that was just a condition to now it is officially coined a disease. But here's the deal. It's because people are not eating well. And I'm about to show you part of the reason why they don't eat well is because it's extremely expensive. And like I mentioned earlier, it's extremely time consuming. But here's the deal. If you want to live an amazing quality of life, if you want to have the life expectancy that you were truly created to have, if you want to be able to, you know, really play with your grandkids and have the ultimate quality of life and not be the type of person that's, you know, constantly relying on some kind of medication to make you feel better, or constantly dragging yourself throughout the day, or thinking that, you know, oh, well, I'm 50, so it's time for me to just lay on the couch because I'm old. That is not the way to be, okay? So all of that can change by putting the proper nutrients in your body. So I'm saying all of that to say that in one Visalis shake, okay, it is the equivalent, okay, you see all these nutrients listed here, right? All of these are nutrients that your body and your cells need to just function properly, okay? So you can either, let me take a big deep breath here, you can either eat, and this is one meal, y'all, this is one meal. You can either eat 1.5 cups of broccoli, 13 eggs, 5 peaches, 2.5 chicken breasts, 1.5 cups of yogurt, 1½ cups of bran flakes, 18 ounces of tomato juice, 1½ cups of lettuce, 5 ounces of cheddar cheese, 3 cups of lima beans, 15 slices of whole wheat bread, 20 spears of asparagus, 1 cup of brown rice, 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, 30 apples, 5 cups of celery, 3½ tomatoes, 3 pineapples, and 30 prunes. Okay, you can either eat all that in one meal, which will cost you over $100, not to mention the fact that it's certainly not going to contribute to your weight loss efforts because you're going to have to eat over 8,600 calories worth of food to get those same nutrients, okay? Or, here's the no-brainer part, or you can spend less than $2 and take in less than 200 calories to get the same nutrients, okay? So here's the deal. If you want to compare things like Carnation Instant Breakfast, Slim Fast, whey protein shakes that you can get at GNC or the grocery store, here's the deal. First of all, Carnation Instant Breakfast and Slim Fast are loaded with sugar. They have anywhere from 20 to 40 grams of sugar per serving. Now here's the deal. Some people say, oh, well, it's not about sugar, it's about calories. Wrong. Whenever you take in sugar, especially a simple sugar like that, I mean, it's straight sugar, corn syrup, you know, it is real sugar, it is going to spike your insulin. Whenever your insulin spikes in your body, it causes your body, the reaction is, it causes your body to store fat, okay? So if you've used those methods in the past, as far as, you know, those types of drinks, that is why you are not losing weight, okay? Then we have whey protein. People think, oh, well, I just need a protein shake. You know, I need to take in more protein. Maybe they've, you know, gotten programmed from the whole Atkins diet thing and taking in lots of protein and, you know, low carb and that whole deal. But, you know, again, if you're not ingesting a product that is scientifically proven to be bioavailable to actually penetrate the cells, then you may mix it up, you may swallow it, you may drink it, but it's not going to give your body the ultimate benefit that you really think it is because it doesn't have the scientific backing to actually prove the fact that it's going to penetrate the cells to actually get the protein where it needs to go, okay? So, you know, just understand that anything you see in the grocery store, anything you see at GNC, they are not going to invest the millions and millions of dollars that it takes to do scientific testing. So, you know, they would rather put that money into having a celebrity promote it than to really get the real science behind it. So just understand there are so many myths about weight loss out there just to sell a book or to sell a magazine that people are very, very misinformed. So I can tell you, as someone that's been in the health and fitness industry for 23 years and is, you know, in a network of people that have had the same experience, that it is about getting the proper nutrients and balance in your meals. I don't even like to use the word diet because diet is temporary, and this is truly about making a lifestyle change. And guess what? It doesn't take you turning your world upside down. It simply means you're replacing either 1 or 2 meals with these shakes, okay? So I really wanted to get that out on the table. I think that information is extremely important, and a lot of people just don't know it or are completely misinformed about it. So let's go ahead and move on to what do I take. And basically, like I said earlier, there are 4 different challenge kits, and based on your goals, there is a kit for you. And let me just start out by saying, because I know some people, you know, really focus on the cost. So excuse me, let me just go ahead and say this, and you'll learn I'm a very keep it real kind of person. I'm not going to, you know, shy away from anything. You know, I know people look at the money and, you know, maybe want to go ahead and click off the webinar because they see $249 or $99 and think, oh, well, I can't afford that. Here's the deal. Every single one of these kits are based on meal replacement. So you are already spending the money. If you eat, and I'm assuming all of you guys eat, you are spending the money. So you're taking money that you're already spending on something definitely less healthy for you, and I can guarantee more expensive, and you're redirecting it into a healthier option, okay? Because I know on average people spend if they eat breakfast, and I know a lot of people don't even eat breakfast, but if they do eat breakfast, the majority of people typically drive through to get it, and they are on breakfast alone, you're going to spend anywhere from, $3, $4, $5, $6, okay? If you're at work and you don't pack your lunch every day and you spend money on lunch, you're going to spend another $6, $7, $8 right there on lunch. I also know there is a huge part of the population that by 2:30 in the afternoon is struggling to keep their head off of the desk and needs something to wake them up. And so, $3 on a Red Bull or on a Monster or on a Starbucks or whatever it is for that afternoon drink, you are spending the money anyway, okay? So even our most expensive kit at $249 is $8 a day. Okay, so let me break down exactly what comes in each of these kits. The first kit is the balance kit. The balance kit is 30 meals for $49, okay? 30 meals, $49, okay? This kit is basically for people that are either already at their goal weight and just maybe want to replace their breakfast or have their breakfast in order to get those nutrients in their body. Or maybe over a 90-day time frame, they just want to kind of tighten up a little bit, maybe have 5, 10, 15 pounds they want to lose, and that would be fine to just replace one meal a day, okay? If people do replace one meal, I always recommend breakfast because we all heard it from our mom, and it was true, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. It's called breakfast because you are literally breaking the fast. Your body has gone all night without eating. It's already kind of going into starvation mode where it's going to start to eat away at muscle. It's going to start to store the food that you eat as opposed to burning it off and converting it into energy. So it is very important that you have breakfast. So if you're going to have one meal, I do recommend breakfast. Balance kit, 30 meals, $49. All right, the shake kit is where we really move into the exciting weight loss results. The shake kit allows you to replace 2 meals. So I always recommend breakfast, like I said, and whether it's lunch or dinner, it doesn't matter. I always tell people this is not meant to turn your world upside down. This is meant to keep it very simple, almost a no-brainer approach to this. So whatever's easier. Some days it may be lunch, some days it may be dinner. I will tell you this. A lot of people do get better results by replacing dinner because most people's schedule, they work from, 8 to 5, 8 to 6, 9 to 6, whatever it is. They have lunch around 12. And by the time they get home, maybe they sit in traffic. It's been, since they've eaten lunch, it's been 6, 7, 8 hours sometimes. So what happens is they come home and they're snacking, and they're cooking dinner, and they're eating dinner, and they're snacking again, and they end up overeating because their body has gone so long without eating that they're just, you're overly hungry, and you end up overeating. So a lot of people do have great results if they replace dinner because that way they come home, they have their shake, they're getting rid of all those extra calories that they were consuming, and that shake is going to immediately bring their blood sugar back up. It's going to keep them satisfied, keep them feeling full. But whatever that second meal is, it does not matter. So again, 60 meals for $99. Okay? Tell me, I know, nobody can go out to lunch, even just one meal, 5 days a week and spend less than $100. Okay? All right. Let's move down to the core kit. The core kit is really for people that are already in pretty good shape, and they're just looking for optimal nutrition, okay? So that allows them to have one shake a day. They also get a neuro, okay? And let me just say, any of these additional products that I'm going to talk about, you can order a kit and then add on any of the additional products that I'm going to talk about, okay? So just know, if I talk about this neuro and you think it's the best thing since sliced bread, then you can add it to a shake kit. But Neuro is absolutely incredible. It is an herb-based, all-natural energy drink. So this would replace, sometimes it replaces people's coffee. It'll definitely replace that afternoon energy drink that a lot of people are having. Less than 5 grams of sugar, tastes great, comes in lemon and raspberry. It comes in little like Crystal Light packets. You just pour it in your water bottle, and it literally increases the firing of the neurons in your brain. So as opposed to just giving you a synthetic energy like energy drinks do, and they're loaded with sugar, this is actually going to physically increase the firing of the neurons in your brain. So you're more alert, you can concentrate better. I'll tell you, this is tremendous for kids and adults that have ADD and ADHD because it is an all-natural way just to help their brain do what it needs to be doing without the synthetic prescriptions and things like that, okay? The final product that you see here is the ViPack. The ViPack is what's referred to as a total health system. This is all of your vitamins, minerals, supplements that you would ever need. It includes all of your antioxidants, all of your omega vitals, so all of your essential fatty acids, fatty oils, things like that, all of your multivitamins and minerals, and then also a patented anti-aging and energy formula, which I don't know about you, 41 years old, I got 4 little ones at home. I'm all about some patented anti-aging and energy, okay? So core kit, $199, a tremendous value. All right, let's move on to this Mac Daddy kit, the transformation kit, and I'll tell you, most of the people that have won, the cruises, vacations, and the Body by Vi challenge were on the transformation kit. So, like I said, both the shape kit and the transformation kit are for weight loss. The transformation kit is just going to help you to lose it faster, okay, and just more effectively. So this allows you to replace 2 meals. You have 2 shakes a day. It also has the neuro, okay, and what you're seeing in these pictures here is actually flavor packets. There are literally hundreds of recipes. If you join the challenge, I'll give you access to those recipes, but these are additional flavor mix-ins that you can add to your shakes that also have an added health benefit, okay? So these 3 additional products you see here, these are actually the same Omega Vitals that are in the ViPack, okay? Great product. This right here is actually an all-natural, again, herbal-based metabolism booster. So unlike other metabolism boosters, which again are synthetic, like hydroxycut or something like that, this is going to naturally help to boost your metabolism. And then the final product that you have here is called ViTrim, which is flavorless, colorless, odorless. You can add it to your shakes, you can add it to water, you can add it to any drink, but this is just kind of used as an as-needed basis. It acts as a appetite and a craving suppressant, okay? So again, I'll come back to the cost. $249, $8 a day, okay? So 2 meals, plus that drink that you have in the afternoon to keep you awake, I guarantee you are already spending more than $8, okay? All right. So if you have any questions about those kits, go ahead and shoot me a question, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. The part I really get excited about is just real people getting real results. It's not some infomercial or some magazine ad where there's airbrush and, hired people telling you how great their weight loss success story has been. This is real people having real results. And as you can see here, these are different people that have done the challenge and the results that they've gotten. You see, there's a lot of people that have lost over 100 pounds. Some people's goals were different, but what I'd like to do now is bring some people onto the line that I have personally seen their lives and their bodies transform, and I want to have them really just share their story with you directly. So the first person that I would love to have share is the lovely, lovely Shelly Costello. Shelly Costello is in Orlando, Florida. She owns an extremely successful marketing company. She is a savvy businesswoman and has been on the challenge. She'll share her whole story, but just look at the dramatic transformation that she has had. So I am going to unmute Shelly here. Shelly, darling, you there? Shelly?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Go ahead, girl.
Oh, okay. First of all, I really got to take another picture because the picture on the right is like 20 pounds ago.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. That's
maybe
ridiculous.
15 or somewhere in there. But, okay, so basically I'll just quickly tell you that this is so much more than some body transformation weight loss thing for me and for all the people on my team. This has been a transformation that has taken place deep within my soul. And so let me explain that. I spent a great part of my life, waking up every morning a dieter and going to bed a failure. And I knew that I had come like, okay, I'm not trying anything else. I'm just going to resolve myself to the fact I'm always going to be fat and 300 pounds and, you know, like leaning back to get out of the car and just couldn't get up and just acted like most, and, you know, heavy, fat people. I was obese. I mean, I was 243 pounds. I was a size 18W. I got into a size 20W, and they were actually snug. And then I knew I made a decision. I was going to try one last thing, and I was going to try Visalis. So, of course, I looked up Elise only because I followed you, known you on the Internet for a couple of years, and we've been Facebook friends and followed you. Saw consistency in, you know, your beliefs and basically how you are with people. And I wanted somebody I thought would be objective and but yet be nice. And I didn't want someone just to pound, you know, and people cringe at the next diet ad. Every time you see something, it's like, oh, not another thing or another pill. And I was tired of trying, you know, pills and potions and things that just never produce results. And I know, and I mean, it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. People are spending money and not getting results. But I knew also that I was so big, I couldn't just go to a gym. I couldn't go exercise because I couldn't move. I mean, I couldn't even get up. So I was torn, and I was so depressed, honestly. I mean, emotionally, not well, depressed. And I decided to try Visalis. I had ordered some of it and started and loved the taste of it and joined up with Elise and became serious on the 90-day challenge. And in the first, oh my gosh, I did not go to the gym. I did not work out, and I did not exercise at all. So again, I tell people, I did not exercise. But the first 11 weeks, I had lost 43 pounds. But I got up one morning, I think after day 7, and I tell my people, and everybody I've talked to, Elise, has agreed with me. On about day 7 or 10, I don't know if some people are on the challenge have noticed this, but something happens. I think it clicks, and I woke up, and it was like, wow, I feel different. I think my body was in shock because it was getting proper nutrition, but my pants were loose, and I had dropped, like almost a size pants. And I was so excited. I loved my shakes. They taste so good. I stayed on the challenge. But I lost the first 43 pounds in 11 weeks. That was dramatic enough for people to say, oh, my gosh. And I never did hit a plateau. And I'm consistently still. I mean, people 2 weeks ago just said, okay, I just saw you 2 weeks ago. When are you going to stop? I said, I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm actually eating a lot of food. But I love my shakes. And now I am able to exercise, but I feel amazing. I'm a size 8. I've gone down to 160 pounds from I think I was at 247 was my highest.
Wow.
I started this the end of June of 2011, June, July, August, September, October, November. This is my 6th month. And I feel phenomenal, and everyone that I've been able to share with how I do it, the people locally that have done Visalis and on my team, they've all had these amazing results. I've got their pictures. I can only tell you that for people who are maybe listening and maybe you want to try something that works and you don't want to get another diet scam, or you really want what delivers. I want to say that Visalis delivers. This is the real deal. My 80-year-old mother just left here with a bag of Visalis and a magic bullet. And she says, my mother is in very poor health. She's never felt better in her life. She's going back to her doctor Monday. I can only tell you that this packs way more power than a weight loss product. This is way more, it's an emotional psychology product. I mean, it's changed it's changed my emotional well-being. I'm positive. I have confidence. I love my life. My doctor said last week, okay, remember, you're 55. I said, no, I'm not. I'm 29. I can run 6 miles a day. I can work out at the gym. I love the way I feel. I feel amazing. Nobody can believe my age. I'm just I look good. Oh my gosh, I can walk in and buy junior size 9 clothes. I wear the cutest clothes.
Wow.
I mean, sex is wonderful. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know the difference.
Yep.
With sex when you're 250 and from being where I am now. I mean, look, listen, people. It's just your whole life. I can't tell you enough, except that I've been more transformed than weight loss, and I have a whole brand new life, and I have been totally reborn.
Wow. Thank you, honey, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did you want to add anything else? I'm sorry.
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Thank you, Shelly. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Shelly, I always love when Shelly shares her story, and she's right. I cannot keep up with her before and after picture because she is changing so much and so quickly, but it is, I'm so glad she touched on that because, you know, guys, this is so much bigger than just getting in a smaller size. This is truly just getting your life back. And I know now Shelly is just on such a serious mission to make sure that she is out there helping as many people as possible to do the exact same thing that she did. Her heart is the size of Orlando, and you know, she really just spends so much of her time that she doesn't have extra time, but she makes the time to really go out there and share this challenge with people because she has seen what it has done for her life and how it has changed her, and her husband has also gotten phenomenal results, and just so thankful for Shelly. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Next, Renee isn't here, but I always like to share her story, and very similar to what Shelly said, you know, and I need to update this after picture too because this is not updated as it should be. But Renee has a very similar story. You know, she is a wife and mom of 3 young kids and just did not feel good about herself. You know, she just did not feel comfortable in her own skin. Her confidence level was non-existent. She was just, you know, kind of always just on edge and just never really feeling good towards her husband or her kids or just her life in general. And, you know, when she started losing the weight, it became bigger than her being able to fit in a smaller pair of jeans. Now, I will tell you, speaking of size jeans, she has gone from a size 16 down to a size 8, which is absolutely incredible. She's lost over 25 pounds, over 25 inches, and like Shelly said, you know, it has changed her life. She just is so confident about herself. She is now a tremendous business leader. She has a tremendous group of people that she leads on a daily basis to help them share the challenge with people, and it has just changed her life. You know, same thing. It has changed her relationship with her husband. There is nothing like finally feeling good about yourself, you know, intimately with the person that you love the most. That is a game changer right there. You know, we're all grown-ups here. Let's keep it real. It's changed her relationship with her kids, you know, and not to mention the fact that now it's very important for her to teach her kids healthy eating. Her kids drink the shakes. You know, my kids drink the shakes. It is truly something that can really transcend into your family, into your life, just into your overall well-being, like Shelly said, because it's not only going to change your life physically. It's going to change it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but, you know, it starts with the physical part. You got to start with something. You know, you got to start with a penny. And, you know, drinking 2 shakes a day, maybe right now you're just thinking, well, I just have some weight to lose, but just really trust in the fact that something bigger will happen in your life. So, you know, Renee is another great story here. The next person I wanted to share is Miss Carla Bishop. And Carla, I'm giving you a heads up. I know she was majorly multitasking to be on this webinar today, but I really wanted her to share her story and, you know, just very specifically what Visalis has done for her. So I know she had her kids in the tub, so let's see if Carla's ready. Carla, you there, baby?
I am.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Okay, hold on. Let me put your picture on right here. Okay, there we go. Well, go ahead, girl. Share your story.
Okay. Well, I am a mother of two, and I'm originally from North Dakota, but I've struggled with my weight my entire life. The girl in the middle on the left side is my twin sister, Kathy, and I don't know if you can see her. Yep, right there. She has been practically anorexic our entire life. She's always been thin. But to make a long story short, she and I have grown up where every time we would eat the same, I would always gain the weight, and she would have remained the thin. I've tried every diet you can think out there. I think can take stock with Weight Watchers. And that was a great program. It worked for me, but then I got bored with it because it was hard to count points all the time and to watch the calories and so forth. I'm also diabetic. A couple years ago, I ended up in the hospital for a pancreatitis attack, and it caused me to have my A1C go up to a 10, and normal is between 5 and 6. So I had to change my life. I had no choice anymore. And so in talking with my doctor, we discussed that I needed to probably consider bariatric surgery. So I checked with my insurance, got that I need to have approval with my doctors and so forth, and I went on the mission to find out who the best doctor is there and so forth. So I went through all the testing, found out I had so many more issues that were weight-related. So I decided to, take action on those, get medicated for them, sleep apnea, acid reflux, all those things. Things were getting better. And then once I heard from the insurance company that it was go time for my doctors, that I've been approved from my doctors, got clearance, my insurance company declined me. So as you can imagine, I was very depressed. What do you do when you get depressed? You start eating. And I will have to admit, I am a pantry addicting fool. I would attack the pantry after the kids go to bed at 8 o'clock, and that was my me time. Anything from sweets to salty, I had cravings, and I would keep getting up out of the couch and go to the pantry. Come back, go to the pantry, and the next day when they didn't have fruit roll-ups, well, the reason why they don't have fruit roll-ups for the kids the next day was because Mommy was eating them. So I had a problem. I still have a problem. It's never going to go away, but I've been learning how to deal with it since I've gotten Visalis in my life. It's been a blessing. Hopefully I won't cry, but it's been a blessing for me since I got declined, because I would have had surgery and had to have been on a liquid diet for 3 months. And I actually prepared for that, gone to GNC, got all the whey protein and all that, and tried it. The products, I'll be frank, suck. They taste horrible. But in my mind, that was the only option for me. So I went ahead and tried the products, and I kept telling myself that you can do this, you can do this. It's only 3 months of a liquid diet. You can do this and get over it so you can have your life back, because I didn't want to be insulin dependent anymore. What I ended up doing, because I got declined, the doctor told me you need to start, take care of yourself. Only you can change this. So that's what I did. I started working out. I got involved with Visalis a few months later. And while I was working out, I was doing Zumba twice a week, and nothing was coming off. Inches a little bit, but my insulin was still at 56 units. I was still had high cholesterol, everything. They did blood. I saw the doctor every month. So I was like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to eat healthy, but I have these cravings. What am I supposed to do? And so that's when I got with Ginger, Elise, and everybody. And I know Elise met me a long time ago while I was in the stage of being preparing for bariatric surgery. And she saw me, and that was the picture to the left where I think you saw me. And anyways, I have a long story, but I'll try to make it brief. I started taking Visalis, and while I was working out, and it was amazing. After the first week, I can't believe how well I felt, the energy. I kept wanting to work out. The weight was finally coming off. I'm still on my 90-day challenge. I have about 12 days left, I believe, or 11. And since I started, I have gone down over 15 inches. The last time I checked was on the far right, and I was 25 pounds down and over 15 inches lost. And I'm currently, when I checked, a little bit over 7 inches in my hips lost, and I don't even look at my weight because the scale really doesn't mean anything to me. It's the clothes, how they fit. All my clothes have are baskets because they don't fit me anymore, so I get to go shopping. So I keep telling my neighbors, you're going to see me in the same outfits for a while. and that's okay, and I think everybody's okay. I have a wash machine, but as I keep losing, I'm just so excited. There's little baby steps that I call milestones for myself. You know, when you sit in the tub and the water doesn't go over your thighs when it's full to the max, and now it does. So those are my warm little fuzzies that I get. Or you know, growing or being married, you don't see yourself in the mirror the same. And I always have to tell, you know, when we would go to the mall and I see a heavy-set person, I will whisper to my husband, am I as big as she or smaller than she? Or, you know, because when you look in the mirror, I see the same Carla. I don't see what I look like. And that's probably why I never wanted to take pictures. That's why, because I never wanted to take pictures because, Olivia, I'm on the phone. Sorry, little child here. Mommy's on the phone. I'll be right there, okay? But so when I always have to compare myself to other people to see actually how far I can let myself go, if that makes sense. Like when the water in the tub is like, oh, when it gets to this point, I'm going to have to do something. I kept trying to convince myself that, you know, I'm allowing myself to get to the worst possible. And now with Visalis, I don't have the cravings. I drink my shakes. It's become a routine. They taste great. And I'm losing weight at the same time. My cholesterol 3 months prior was 171. It's gone down to 121. My LDL went from 116 to 67 alone, and that was when I was on the product for 6 weeks. My A1C at the time was 8.3, and it's gone down to a 7. So I'm literally 1 point away from being normal, which is shocking. So I'm never going to be normal, but anyway. But you know, my doctor, I got a wow sticker. It's changed my life completely. I can chase my children. I caught my son, and my, you know, Hayden will go, Mom, you caught me this time. So there's just things about me that it's changed my life so much that it's all been a blessing, and I can't ask for more. Family life is great. I'm going out. We're doing things activity-wise. I used to sleep. I have the privilege to work full-time at home. So in the past, I would always take my hour lunch in bed. I would take a nap. I was always tired in the afternoon and depressed practically all the time. I don't do that anymore. Ever since I started Visalis after the first week, no naps at all. I have energy. The kids take naps on weekends. I get work done in the house. It's amazing because I used to take naps with them. The cravings at night. I could tear up the pantry. I don't do that anymore. I still snack because that's something I enjoy doing, but now when I go to the pantry, I look at the back of the boxes and I pick which is the best snack for me. That's if I'm hungry, I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to satisfy myself, but maybe it's grabbing almonds or something. But the cravings aren't there. I don't have the cravings for salt. I don't have the cravings for sugar, and I can't explain it, but it's like my body has all the nutrition it needs, and I don't have to go and, you know, just eat all the time. And I'm seeing results. The weight, to me, is a bonus. I've learned to accept my body for what I was because I've lived this way my entire life. And now I'm getting healthy. And because I'm getting healthy, the weight's coming down, and it's a win-win. So I can't be more happier.
Awesome. And can you just give, because I know your insulin dose has come down, can you just share?
Yep, it's gone from 56 units to 40 units of insulin at night. And I don't take pills and stuff for my sugar, and some people take pills to regulate their sugar. But I take just insulin, and the insulin I'm on is 24-hour insulin, which I'm going to be lowering again because during the day I'm doing so good with my sugar levels that my sugar drops during the day because of the shakes and so forth that I don't want to eat because I'm full. But I make myself have my snacks and stuff because I have to, and it promotes, you know, losing weight. So my insulin is going down, and it's going to continue going down, and my doctor cannot be happier. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, honey, so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, when I when I first met Carla, yeah, I was at a mutual friend, Ginger's house, and like she said, you know, she was dead set on this bariatric surgery. You know, she came to hear the information and probably just to be nice to Ginger, but you know, she was dead set on it. And you know, when people are in that place, it's like you want them to be informed, but it's got to be their decision. And so when I got a call saying that Carla was ready to start the challenge and just excited about it, it just really warmed my heart. And since then, she has just made such a dramatic transformation and will continue to make a dramatic transformation. I know she's made a huge impact on her family already. I know she's gotten a lot of her family members on the challenge and things like that. But yeah, thank you, Carla, so much. That is awesome. Really good stuff. And finally, I just wanted to share the story about my wonderful friend, Darlene Kemp. And Darlene is someone that came and, you know, she was one of those people that had 100+ pounds that she wanted to lose. You know, grew up the heavyset kid her whole life, had done pretty much every diet in the book. She lost her father when he was only, I think, 51 years old due to a heart condition that was brought on by his weight. And so when she got into her 40s, she really had a reality check saying, hey, you know, if I don't change what I'm doing, I'm going to end up exactly where my father ended up when he ended up there. And so she started in our fitness program and started the 90-day challenge. And so far, Darlene has lost right around 50 pounds. She's lost about 45 inches. And same thing, you know, she is now out there inspiring other people, and she really loves to help people that have that 100+ pound goal to just get their life back. She's come off of her blood pressure medication. Her cholesterol has come down. Same thing, you know, you hear these people going to the doctor and, like Carla, getting a wow sticker on her blood report because this, like I said, this is not just about weight loss. This is about ultimate and optimal health. So just wanted to share Darlene's story as well. So real quick, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up, but I want everybody to know how simple and easy it is to actually get their challenge kit for free, because one thing that Visalis knows is that people do much better if they have other people doing the challenge with them, whether it's family members or coworkers or neighbors or whatever it is. So they have a 3 for free program. And I can go into more detail offline, but basically you get 3 people to join the challenge with you, and they either get the same kit as you or one of the bigger kits. And literally the next month and the month after the month after that, the month after that, the month after that, as long as those 3 people or any 3 people are on the challenge with you, they will continue to send you your kit delivered to your door every single month. So I know Carla is getting a free transformation kit. Shelly, I believe, is getting a free transformation kit. Renee gets a free transformation kit. Dar gets a free transformation kit. So it is extremely simple to do this challenge completely for free, simply by helping other people to do something that they also need to be doing for getting healthy and to losing that extra weight that they're carrying around. So a wonderful 3 for free program. So we're going to go ahead and finish up. And what I would like for you to do is just get back to the person that invited you. If you came from a Facebook post that I posted and I invited you directly, just please get back to me. I'm definitely offering some incentives for people that take action today, okay, before the start of the new year. You know, you can actually order it today, get it on your doorstep by Tuesday or Wednesday, and go ahead and get things started. But get back to the person that invited you. And I'm telling you, just don't wait. You know, just take action. One of the reasons why people don't make change in their life is because they either procrastinate or don't ultimately make a decision or ultimately take action. So, you know, let's just do this. You know, 2012 is really a year where you can just truly change your life physically. It doesn't have to be where, you know, like people shared, you know, you're just dragging yourself out of bed or struggling to get out of the car or just feeling crummy all day or just not feeling good about yourself. It doesn't have to be like that anymore. We are here to help you, support you, do whatever we need to do to make sure that you get the optimal results possible. But it does take you taking that initial step to just join the challenge. So again, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope this was informative for you. If you have any questions, I'll go ahead and give it a minute if you want to shoot me over any now, or hopefully we're connected on Facebook. Feel free to send me any messages there, or again, you know, get back to the person that invited you and ask them any questions as well. So I don't see any questions coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. You guys make it a great new year. Be safe tonight on New Year's Eve. Don't do anything crazy. But make it a great new year, and I'm hoping that you choose to just really bump yourself up on the priority list this year and do what it's going to take for you to feel better about yourself, because that is ultimately going to affect everyone's life around you. So take care, you guys. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.